Hello, everybody. My name is John Ughulu, and I'm so excited to be on Tawanda's show today.
Woo woo.
Yeah, it gives me great pleasure to be here using her platform to tell people how great they are, and also to let everyone know that it is possible no matter what you're going through. My name is John Ughulu. I'm a CEO of Main Seed Consulting Group LLC. We do motivational speaking, and I am a strategist. I'm a business strategist and a life strategist. I also am a founder of a 501c3 nonprofit organization, and the nonprofit organization caters for children and young adults between the ages of 8 to 22. So basically, we help children understand the importance of education. And we do that through coaching and mentoring. As we all know, the importance of mentoring and coaching cannot be overemphasized. Am I right, Tawanda?
You're absolutely correct. Never too young. So,
Absolutely.
achieving breakthroughs in 2020 and guiding millions through impact. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
About achieving breakthroughs
Yeah, through the pandemic.
through the pandemic. Oh, great.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, for those people who are currently listening to me right now, I want to remind you that you are alive.
Mm.
Because the gift of life is the best gift ever for any living thing. And we are living things. Now, to achieve breakthroughs through the pandemic, I want you to, first of all, ask yourself these three questions. Grab a pen and a piece of paper while I ask you these questions. They are not surface questions. They are questions that require you to search your subconscious mind. And the first question is, you need to ask yourself, who am I? When I ask you, who are you? I'm not asking you what your name is.
Mhm.
So you need to search your subconscious mind. Three questions. First one, who am I? And the second question is, why am I here? Why are you here on earth? And the third question is, where am I heading? Where am I going to? Take note, if you couldn't catch it the first time, the questions that would help you achieve breakthrough in life. First one, who am I? The second one, why am I here on earth? And the third question is, where am I heading? So if you can answer those questions, those are things that will pull you out of those limiting beliefs, those convictions that have been holding you back. The pandemic is going on right now, and the rate of depression has increased. The rate of anxiety has increased. The rate of domestic violence has increased also. But if you can answer those three questions, you would be able to pull through. For those people who already know that they say an idle mind is the devil's workshop. For those who already know that you must not let your emotions control you. You have to control your emotions. There's a Chinese proverb that says, do not allow your emotions control you. You have to control your emotions.
That's right.
So the answer to those three questions would help anybody, especially you who's watching this program and listening right now. It would help you break through in times like this.
That's right. So, and with your background and what you're doing, how has the pandemic affected you?
First of all, I impact lives. Sorry about that. I impact lives.
Oh, it's okay.
And it is not a seasonal business.
That's right.
And right now is the time where the world needs my services. Albert Einstein said, in the middle of every difficulty lies an opportunity. But let me tell you, I see only opportunities. But for you who's looking at me, who's listening to me, what do you see? Do you see opportunities or do you see challenges? I see opportunities, so it has not really affected me positively because I have developed myself to the level where what I do is not seasonal. I am the raw material. I am in high demand. And I also want you to understand that you can also be that person. This is a time for you to re-strategize, because I am still re-strategizing. I'm going to share some tips with your listeners. The pandemic has not affected me. I have been able to acquire certifications. I was recently conferred with a doctorate degree.
Wow.
Yes, I have done certifications from Harvard Business School. I am preparing for the next phase of life, right? So for your listeners, think about ways to re-strategize. I know we're going through perilous times, but do not allow it to hold you back. Look for ways to strategize. Look for ways to become a better person. That skill that you've been wanting to acquire all along, this is the time for you to acquire that skill. Because Jim Rohn said, indecision is the thief of opportunity. Thank you.
I love that. You made something stand out, and that was when you said what you're doing is not seasonal. How did you become so inspiring and motivational? Who does that?
Well, first of all, I would say I have that innate potential, right? But I never knew there was a career path for motivational speaking until not quite long, right? I used to be that person who, whenever you're around me, your spirit can never be broken. I am that person who knows how to convince people, who knows how to console people, who knows how to uplift people. But when I moved to the United States, I realized that there was a career path for motivational speaking. And I knew I had that innate potential. So I learned, and God willing, I was able to be mentored by one of the world's best motivational speaker, no other person but Les Brown. So it was just, like they say, nothing happens by accident.
Right.
But there is a Roman philosopher, Seneca, and he said, luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. So I was prepared for that journey, and the opportunity came in and I grabbed it. So it's an innate thing, and Les Brown just smoothing it for me.
And you recently just participated in a conference with him. What was that like, and what was that about?
Oh, that was so awesome. It's a summit. Les Brown typically organizes for people or his mentees. That's just a way of introducing us to his followers, letting people know that he has proteges.
Right.
He has people who would take over, shine their light, and continue from wherever he would stop. So in life, whatever we're doing, legacy matters a lot. I always tell people about legacy being what you leave behind in people, not necessarily what you leave behind for people.
Right.
I've been with people who think legacy is just only leaving property, cars. No. Les Brown's legacy led to the Power Voice Summit, and the Power Voice Summit was just a way of introducing us as his mentees. Yeah.
Were you inspired?
Absolutely. I was more than inspired. I loved it. I enjoyed the fact that I was introduced by the world's greatest person. Mentorship is paramount. That's what I do for young kids and young adults. It is paramount. And God and the universe gave me the opportunity to have someone like Les Brown as my mentor. Yeah, I was more than inspired.
I was magnificent. So, you have a degree in leadership. Is that something you just show? How who decides to pursue something in leadership like that?
Right. So, well, in life, I've come to realize that education is power.
Right.
Knowledge is power. I'm not necessarily talking about the four walls of a university, but my line of business, my calling requires constant growth. And to become a leader, there are certain things one must know. I have been a follower all my life, and I've come to realize that you must be able to serve well before you can lead
Amen.
people, right? So having been that person who has been serving, I decided to take myself to the next level, because they say the only constant in life is change.
Right.
Yeah, so it got to that point in my career where I knew I needed leadership training. So I decided to go for that. And right now, I have a certification in leadership principles from the Harvard Business School, and I also have a doctorate degree in Christian leadership and business. Right.
Just a lot. Like, how do you find the time, the balance?
Well, that's the nature of my job. As a strategist, I am very organized. So I try as much as possible to harness most of the tools, as many tools as possible to help me stay organized. We all have 24 hours.
Right.
But the things that we need to do not require 24 hours, right?
Right.
So it's just a matter of being intentional about the things you absorb.
That's right.
Being intentional, cutting out things that are not necessarily important to your soul. You could replace TV time or phone time or, some other irrelevant time with whatever you're pursuing. So that was what I did, and it really paid
off. I like how you said that. Cut out everything that is not necessary for your soul. Right. That is like more, you've said a lot of profound things, but that stands out. So, and then this is my last question, because I know you have, everybody's dying to meet you and talk to you.
Oh.
So, yes. So my next question, you said Les Brown invited you all out, and you all are a part of his legacy.
Right.
What is your legacy?
My legacy is to raise servant leaders. My legacy is to train people, to inspire people. I want a situation whereby when somebody remembers my name, they only remember the smile I put on their faces. Yeah.
And then with that, because I saw on YouTube that you do interviews, other inspiring people. So, if people wanted to follow you, if they wanted to be a part of that show, how could they get in contact with you?
Right. I have a website. They can browse my website. It's johnughulu.com, JOHNUGHULU.com. Or you can search me on Google with my hashtag. My hashtag is TMBJU. Hashtag TMBJU. Put it on Google and you can find me. You can put my name, John Ughulu, on Google, and you will find me. I'm all over the internet.
Yes, you are.
or they can reach me through you.
Right. So, and then do you have any other projects that you're working on that people should be mindful of?
I have so many projects I'm working on, and it's going to be a busy end of a year for me.
Right.
I have a summit that I'm working on that is coming up in November, precisely. I have a few speakers that will be joining me on that mastermind summit. I train people, I do coaching. So that's an opportunity for those people who want to become coaches or speakers, so once again, reach out to me. That's a summit that would really help people understand their calling. So I have summits coming up in November. I have some other programs lined up for the rest of the year.
Okay, all right. So then, are you on Instagram, or people should just come in on your website?
I am on Instagram. So you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. So you can search with my name, John Ughulu, or you can search with my hashtag, TMBJU.
And that's that. Thank you so much for your time, and we wrapped it up just in time. Woo woo!
You are awesome. You are a professional, and once again, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak to your audience. And for those people who are currently listening to the program right now, I want you to know that today is the first day of the rest of your life. The next time you will hear my voice or see my face, you would be a different person. Your problems would have been solved. You would have become very rich. That illness that is currently putting you down would have long been over. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. Prophesizing, we receive it. Thank you so much.
That's it. You're welcome. Thanks, the one.